Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. This is going to be a 20-minute Pilates stretch class. I am at my parents' house with both of my dogs and their dogs, so who knows if one of them might make an appearance. Let's hope that it stays a little bit quiet. But we are going to start laying down on our mat. So I always like to start my classes this way. We're going to let our hands rest on our rib cage, elbows down into your mat. Just let yourself melt down into the mat below you. From here, can we inhale through the nose and take a big breath out through your mouth? Again, inhale through the nose and exhale out through your mouth. Couple more. One more breath. Exhale all of the air out. Bring your arms down by your sides. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale again. Now on your exhale, this time, can your tailbone tuck under so your lower back pushes down into your mat? And then inhale to untuck your tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, you rock the pelvis forward. So think about this being pelvic tucks and tilts. As you tuck under, you push your lower back down, you tilt forward. There's some space underneath your lower back. Again, we tuck under, lower back pushes into the mat. We untuck, tilting forward. A few more like that. Keep your breath going. Exhale as you tuck. Inhale as you untuck. One more time. Good. Now from here, I want you to be in just a nice neutral spine position. Your hands are going to come onto your hips or kind of onto your pelvis. Good. Now from here, can you, again, tuck your tailbone under? I want you to think about your thumbs pushing down towards the floor. Other fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, you untuck the fingertips, tilt forward. Exhale again, tuck under. Inhale to untuck. Just two more like that. On the next one, you tuck your tailbone under, you roll your hips up to a bridge, maybe adjust your neck and your shoulders a little bit. Hands are staying on your pelvis. My hands are kind of in a triangle shaped position on my pelvis. So the heels of my hand are basically on my hip bones. Now from here, inhale, can your right hip rock down towards the floor? And then exhale, you lift that hip back up. So you're going to feel some engagement of that right glute. Now inhale, left hip rocks down towards the floor. Exhale, lift up. So we're now tilting our pelvis side to side. Keep this going. Nice deep breaths. If at any point you want, you can bring your arms down by your side. That'll give you a little bit more stability in this bridge. We're just getting some movement in the pelvis here. A little bit of movement in your lower back, your lumbar spine. Let's go for 3, 4, 2. Good. Last time, inhale at the top of the movement and then exhale, roll your hips down. Now we're going to add on to our bridge a little bit. So from here, I want you to lift your hips straight up to a bridge. Now, can you reach your arms all the way back behind you? They're nice and straight. Now exhale, you're going to roll your hips back down onto the mat. Maybe feel that stretch underneath your arms and then bring your arms back down by your side. So again, we lift the hips straight up. We reach the arms back. We try to get the back of the hands to the floor and then exhale. I want you to try to roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Tailbone touches, then arms come back down. Last 2, we lift. We reach the arms back. We roll the spine down and arms come flat. Last time, we lift. We reach. We roll. Arms down, hug both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. From here, holding onto your knees, we're going to open our knees out to the side, circling them forward, back together, and back towards your chest. So we open wide, we circle forward. So just think some hip circles right now, holding onto your knees or your shins while you do it. One more this direction, and we reverse. 2 more. Deep breaths. 1 more. Both knees into your chest and rest. Now from here, we're going to keep holding on to the right knee as our left leg straightens all the way forward onto the mat. All right, so both hands are holding onto that right shin or knee. I like to have my hands a little bit lower than my knee, and then pull that knee deep in towards your chest. You're gonna feel that deep crease in the front of your right hip. So as we're squeezing that knee in, I want you to start to circle your right ankle around. So think about your foot doing circles. You're probably gonna hear some pops and cracks. Keep going. Hopefully we start to work them out. And then reverse the direction of those circles while you keep squeezing the knee in towards your chest. Deep breaths. I hope you've been having a good day. I hope it has been somewhat restful. I hope you've been able to find moments of peace and moments of joy. I want you to open that right knee out to the right. So we're not fully opening it out to the side. I want this thigh to still be trying to hug up against the side of your body. So you're still pulling the leg towards you as much as you can, just letting the knee open slightly. So the knee is almost coming towards your right shoulder now, or the outside of your right shoulder, but make sure your left hip is staying firmly anchored down into the mat. Deep breaths. One more breath. Exhale. Now from here, can we take this knee slightly across the body? So now it's coming towards your left shoulder. Maybe switch your hands. So what I don't want is for you wrapping that knee over you and going into a spinal twist. I want you to keep both hip points or both booty cheeks down onto the mat as much as you can. And I want you to pull the knee up and across to feel that stretch kind of in the outside of your glute here. Deep breaths. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit of stretching for the back of your leg. If you have a resistance loop you can use or a resistance band, I also really like to use a magic circle for this. If anyone has a magic circle at home. Today, I'm not using any props, so you don't need one. Your hands are going to come behind your right thigh. From here, I want you to stretch your leg up to the ceiling. So this is where you could use a band, a strap, a magic circle. I'm just holding onto the back of my leg. I want you to keep your foot really, really flexed as you drop your heel back down towards your seat and then drive that heel back up to the ceiling. Good. So we're bending the knee, dropping the heel down, then reaching the heel back up. Can we do that for 3? And reach for 2. Last time, bring that leg to the ceiling, pause. Good. Now maybe point your toes. Can you reach your hands a little higher? Maybe pull that leg a little bit closer towards you. I have not done any stretching yet today, so my hamstrings are feeling extremely tight, but that's okay. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. We're going to bring this leg open out to the right slightly. So I'm going to hold on to my calf with my right hand. My left arm's going to come down by my side for some counterbalance. Again, this leg isn't opening all the way to the side. It's only opening a couple inches. If you feel like you need both hands still, that's totally fine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Couple more breaths. Maybe even use one of your hands to kind of massage out your hamstring while we're here. Now, I'm going to take the leg slightly across my body. I'm holding onto my calf with my left hand. So again, just like when you were squeezing your knee, I don't want this hip lifting up off of the floor. I want it to stay down as the leg comes across your body. Now, can this right foot, can the toes kind of tip down to the left? So it's called a sickle. I'm sickling my foot to the left, and I get a little bit of a stretch in the outside of my calf here. So think right toes are tilting down to the left. Deep breath in and out, and pull that knee back in towards your chest. Stretch that leg forward onto the mat. Draw your left knee into the chest. We're squeezing that knee with both hands. So pull it tight towards your chest. Feel that deep crease in your left hip. We're going to circle that left foot around. Good, deep breaths. Good. Keep circling that foot around and then reverse the directions. Hopefully we worked out the pops and the cracks by now. Good. Keep squeezing that thigh in towards you as you open it to the left a couple inches. Again, not too wide. Think about your thigh trying to hug against the side of your body. Deep breaths. I feel the stretch in my hip. I feel the stretch in my hamstring. One more big breath. Now take that knee slightly across your body. Again, don't let your left hip come up and off of your mat. Try to keep it anchored down. Feel the stretch more in the outside of your glute. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. One more breath. And bring the leg through center, grabbing onto the back of your leg with both hands. Stretch your leg up to the ceiling. This leg feels extra tight. Flex that foot and then bend your knee. Drop your heel towards your seat and then stretch your heel back up to the ceiling. A couple more like that. If at any point the stretch is ever feeling too much, you can always bend the opposite knee and set that foot down onto the mat. That's always an option. Keep breathing. Next time your leg is to the ceiling, you're going to pause. Point your toes, maybe try to reach up a little bit higher. We're pulling that thigh towards the center of our chest. Good. Now we're going to open that leg slightly to the left, just a few inches. I'm using my right hand to kind of massage through that right hamstring here. My right hand's massaging my left hamstring. My left hamstring has always kind of caused me some problems. I've pulled it a couple times, so it's always much, much, much tighter than my right. Okay, now from here, I'm taking the leg slightly across my body. So it's coming across to the right, but again, my hip is staying down on the mat. Now we're going to sickle our foot again. So these left toes are going to dip down to the right. Again, my calf is feeling extra, extra tight on this side as well. Deep breaths. Sometimes I even use my fingers to kind of massage this out and kind of rub through that outside of the calf. One more big breath in and exhale. Let's bend our knee. Give that knee a big old squeeze into your chest. From here, both legs are going to straighten out in front of you. Reach your arms back behind you. Hook your thumbs, point your toes. Give yourself a big long stretch in both directions. Then flex your feet. Unhook your thumbs. Take a big breath in. Exhale, start to nod your chin towards your chest, starting to reach your arms to the ceiling. Can you roll yourself all the way up and dive forward? Reach towards your toes. We're going to take 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. We roll all the way back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, gently nod your chin towards your chest. Push your back down and round forward. We pulse 3. We pulse 2. We pulse 1. And all the way back down. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. We roll all the way up. We pulse 3, 2, 1. Stack your spine. Okay, from here, I'm scooting myself back just a little bit. I want you to have your legs straight out in front of you, as wide as your mat. This is called spine stretch forward. I do it in a lot of my mat classes. This basically opens up the whole posterior chain of the body. So we're thinking back of the legs, into the glutes, into the lower back and upper back as well. So legs are straight out in front of you, feet are flexed, arms are reaching forward. Now, I say this again every time we do this, but if you ever feel like when your legs are straight out in front of you, you can't sit tall, you feel like you're kind of rounding into your lower back, I want you to bend your knees a little bit, dig your heels into the floor and sit tall, okay? I don't care if your legs are straight or bent. From here, because I'm extra tight today, I'm going to keep my legs slightly bent. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod your chin towards your chest. You are going to start to reach your fingertips forward, rounding through your back. Belly button's drawing backwards in the opposite direction. Your head is hanging heavy between your arms. Inhale. Exhale, stack your spine. Good. Each time I'm going to straighten my legs a little bit more. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, nod the chin towards your chest. Keep your feet flexed as you round forward. Your head hangs heavy. You reach as far as you can. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Okay, now my legs are all the way straight. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, nod the chin, belly button draws back as the fingertips reach forward. We hold 3, 2, 1. Stack your spine. We're going to do it one more time. Big breath in. Exhale, nod the chin. Start to round forward. Draw your belly button back. Fingertips reach forward. We hold 3. We hold 2. We hold 1. We slowly stack the spine all the way up. We let the shoulders round down our back. Okay. From here now, we are going to do a little bit more stretching for the legs. I'm just going to adjust my mat a little bit. I want you to come onto your hands and your knees. Before we do that, let's move our spine a tiny bit more. So on an exhale, we're going to round our spine into a cat pose. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, stick your booty out behind you into your cow pose. Exhale, round into that cat. Inhale, drop into your cow. Just one more time. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and then just come to neutral. So from here, your right foot is going to step forward. We are in a lunge. Your hands are framing that right foot, and I am driving my right knee forward over my center toes. Oh, my left leg is straight back behind me. Maybe rock around in this position a little bit. Deep breath. We're going to go for our quad stretch. So from here, if it feels comfortable, can you bend your left knee, making sure you're never on top of that left kneecap. Bring your hips forward. I want you kind of over on top of that knee. Now, if you can, right hand reaches back. We grab that foot. We pull our hips forward. Good. Trying to not let your chest open to the right too far. Let's try to keep ourselves somewhat square towards that right foot in front of us. Big breath in. Exhale, let go of your foot. We're going to rock our hips backwards, straightening our right leg, flexing our right foot. We hold here for 3. Big breath in for 2. One more time, and we bring our weight forward. Bring that knee down. Step your left foot forward. Hands frame that left foot as we rock our hips forward, lengthening through that back right leg. Feel that stretch through your right hip flexor. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath. We go for our quad stretch. Bend that right knee. If you can, left hand reaches back to grab the foot. We pull the hips forward again, trying to not be right on top of that right kneecap. We have to pull our hips forward so we get up and above that right knee. Deep breath, squaring your shoulders as much as you can towards the floor. Carefully let go of that right foot. Rock your hips back, straightening through your left foot. Straightening through your left leg, flexing your left foot. Deep breaths in. We hold for 3. Breathing for 2. Last one. And bring that knee back down. Okay, now I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to stretch the inner thighs a little bit. So I'm going to stay on my left knee. My right leg is going to straighten out to the side. My hands are in front of me. Your toes are facing forward so that right leg is nice and parallel. From here, I want you to rock your hips backwards and rock your hips forwards. So a little rock backwards and forwards here. Deep breath. Good. One more breath. Find a position that feels good. Maybe if you want to drop down onto your elbows, you're totally welcome to. Keep breathing in and out. One more breath. Press up to your hands. Bend your right knee. Straighten your left leg out to the side. We rock backwards and forwards. I really needed this today. Good thing I was already planning on filming it, but it was the right day to do it because my body is feeling extra tight today. Good. Maybe drop down to your elbows. Find a position that feels good for you, and we're going to hold for a couple breaths in, couple breaths out. Good. One more breath in. Exhale out. Good. Go ahead, bend that knee. Come and sit down on your booty. We're going to stretch out our hips, our glutes a little bit. So From here, I am pulling my right foot nice and close in towards me and then setting my left foot right in front of it. So we're not actually sitting with the legs crisscross applesauce style. One foot is in front of the other. Now from here, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. You are going to bring your fingertips onto the floor in front of you. Start to walk your hands forward. Now I want you to think about your booty, your sacrum, trying to press down into the mat as your fingertips reach forward. Deep breaths. If you can, your elbows come down. But again, I'm feeling very tight today, so I don't think my elbows can come down. Oh, I guess they can a little bit. Good, big breath in. From here, can both hands walk over to the right side of your mat? Feeling that stretch through the whole left side of your body. Anchor your left hip firmly down into the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Good. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Now your hip is pulling to the opposite direction. Walk your hands back through center. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back towards you. So now we're going to switch out those feet. My left foot is pulling in towards me. My right foot's going right in front of it. Fingertips to the floor in front of you. Walk your hands forward. Deep breaths. I'm feeling a little looser on this side. Let your head hang heavy. Now walk your hands to the left. Let your hips pull to the right. Carefully, slowly walk your hands to the right. Let your hips pull in the opposite direction to the left. Feel that side body stretch as well as getting your hips. Good. Walk your hands back center. Big breath in. Exhale. Walk your hands back towards you. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake. Flex your feet. Reach your arms up. And then exhale. Just round yourself forward for a moment. Nice big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. And slowly stack your spine. And you are all done. That is your 20-minute Pilates stretch. It was so great seeing all of you. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.